Hello, welcome. Satsang Talks with me, Robin Pandey, September 29, 2012. Today's topic is There is nothing to be afraid. So let's break it down. What is afraid? And this is not English class teaching you about word definition or language or anything like that. What I am doing is breaking down or looking at what is afraid. You see, kind of go into deeper. What does that mean? So from dictionary.com, afraid is feeling fear, filled apprehension, feeling reluctant, unwillingness or distaste. And what is apprehension? Apprehension is anticipation of adversity or misfortune, suspicion of future trouble or evil. See? So the fear is anticipation in the future of misfortune or trouble or evil, something in the future. What about now? What is happening now? What is happening now is a sensation in the body when there is a fear. You see? The sensation arises due to actual danger in the environment or imagined danger in the environment or anticipated danger in the environment that could potentially harm the body, and because of that the body itself gives you sensations, and the mind comes in and interprets the sensation as fear, afraid, anxiety, danger, whatever. You see? So who is producing fear? Who is making you afraid? It is your mind. You see? See, now I am fine, but in the future I may not be fine. That is the type of feeling. So because of this sensation, your mind is actually trying to get rid of that sensation from the body. Because what does mind want?
Access code 7366686.
It wants continuous pleasure without even a minute, even a second of a pain. So the mind does not want a pain, it wants continuous pleasure. Because of that nature of the mind, whenever there is a sensation in the body and the mind says that is a painful sensation or the afraid sensation or some fear sensation, mind immediately wants to get rid of it, take that out of the body. You see? And that is the problem. And this mechanism is happening in all humans being on the planet. You see? It is not only happening in this realm or this body. This is happening. This is the essential and a basic level of the mechanism that is happening in all human beings. And I am speaking to all human beings to investigate,
You entered
to look
access
into
code
your
736
mechanism,
8.
see if you can recognize this. And whole purpose of my talks today is asking you or inviting you to look within yourself, investigate, and see for yourself the mechanism that is taking place, that the mind is tricking you and the mind is fooling you. So the sensation that is arising, see, that is the energy. The energy is doing that. And what the mind is doing is interpreting. And what the mind does is already in the past. The sensation happens, the mind interprets, that's already in the past. You see. And mind separate ourselves from what is happening and place it some a projection level because of the self-consciousness mechanism, which I already talked to you last time, and look at it, what is happening, and that is making you afraid. So you are afraid because of the mind after the receiving the sensation, you see. And that sensation mechanism is working on its own, protecting your body on its own, you see. And what mind is seeking is pleasure, and it wants to get rid of the fear or the afraid mechanism from the body, and that is causing the afraidness or the fear. The degree of that is more and more. So when you feel I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid. You see, that's why there is nothing to be afraid. I hope that makes sense. So actually, all this thing happening, you see, is actually causing by the mind. So this is all illusion. That's all I'm saying. You see, because what is mind reflecting to the actual event that is taking place? Mind reflects, and it's already in the past. And the mind, what mind is doing is, oh, I have this sensation, so I'm going to label this sensation as a fear. I have this sensation, I'm going to label this sensation as anxiety. I have this sensation in the body, I'm going to label this sensation as afraid. So what mind is doing naturally is labeling, you see. But in actuality, that is not the case. But mind is doing that because that's the nature of the mind to do that. Does that make sense? So what I'm pointing to you, that the conditioned mind or thought or you, that is trying to get fear from the body. See, that you call that you. Okay, in that case, it could be I, me, or you, that is conditioned mind or the thought that is trying to get rid of the fear from the body, and that trying to get rid of the fear from the body is what the humans describe as a fear. And I emphasize that so you kind of get what I'm trying to say in this context. But in reality, there is nothing to get, But I want you to get this point because I'm pointing that the one, you see, the one is the who. Who is that? The conditioned mind. But there is something beyond that one or you, but the you that is trying to get rid of, which is your mind trying to get rid of that fear from the body. And that is the fear. So when you imagine there is a fear out there, or there is actually fear, the mechanism kicks in. The body's natural mechanism kicks in to save the body or to defend the body, see, against any danger. Okay, so that is a natural mechanism, and this is totally natural process, and you cannot remove this natural mechanism in the body. You see, you cannot do that because it is there. You see, that sensation, that energy arises. This is how this mechanism is built. It is there. You cannot get rid of that. So when you have fear of something and the degree of fear becomes more for sometimes, so people do what? People seek someone's help, psychologists or some experts, to remove fear from the body. And those experts will charge you arms and legs to try to get rid of fear from your body or make you a fearless person. You see, they fool themselves that they can help you.
You entered access code 736.
But they cannot give you medicine or therapy and so on to completely take the fear out of the body, because you cannot get rid of the fear. That's a natural mechanism. See, when you try to completely get rid of the fear,